If you are a college football fan, you probably remember Thaddeus Moss, the son of NFL legend Randy Moss. He played a huge role in arguably the most dominant team in college football history. He definitely showed a lot of potential throughout his college career, but did he live up to the hype? I did some digging and he actually has a pretty interesting story. Like most stories, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, because it actually took a lot of ups and downs for him to even make it to a top Division I school. So let's take a step back in time to see what actually happened to Thaddeus Moss. For starters, he went to several high schools growing up along the East Coast. He initially attended Boone County High School in Florence, Kentucky, but from there he ended up going to Lincoln High School in Rhode Island for his sophomore year before moving to Charlotte, North Carolina as a junior. He attended Victory Christian Center as a junior and transferred to Marlard Creek High School for his senior year. Thaddeus Moss did not have the speed of his father, Randy Moss, but he did excel in the wide receiver tight end position. In his senior year, he even recorded 54 receptions for 831 yards and 13 touchdowns. With a decent amount of exposure at this point, he would end up committing to North Carolina State. It's safe to say things didn't really pan out that well at North Carolina State. He didn't get much playing time, and he faced a lot of setbacks due to injuries. He was even sidelined for 2 seasons. Talk about a setback. So it wasn't long before he made the tough decision to transfer to LSU. And this is where he would have a redshirt junior year and absolutely broke out. People started recognizing him not just as Randy Moss's son, but as an actual NFL talent at this point. He set a school record for tight ends with 47 receptions and 570 yards. Randy Moss was freaking out about this on ESPN. It was safe to say that he was proud of his son. And during this time, he would develop a strong connection with Joe Burrow, which would help Burrow later down the road break the NCAA touchdown record. If you don't remember, he was part of the 2019 LSU class, arguably one of the best college football teams in school history. You had Justin Jefferson and Joe Burrow on the same team, and they would go on to win a national championship that year, after arguably one of the hardest schedules. So there was a lot of upside to Moss's career at this point. He won a national championship, he was breaking records at LSU, and everyone was wondering, where's this guy gonna end up? He decided to forego his senior season, but did not get drafted. Not really sure why, but what we do know is that he did sign to the Washington football team as an undrafted free agent following the 2020 NFL draft. He chose them over New England and the Cincinnati Bengals at this point. Unfortunately, he had more injury problems, which would prove to be a major setback throughout his career. And ultimately, his time with the Washington football team did not last long, as he got waived the following year in April. But things were starting to look a little more promising at this point, as he reunited with Joe Burrow and Ja'Marr Chase on the Cincinnati Bengals roster the following season. It's safe to say that he wasn't as productive as we would have all hoped, mainly because of injuries, which would perfect his performance and probably confidence as well. He didn't see much playing time, and when he did play, it didn't seem like there was much for him there. You could say that he wasn't good enough, or he had injury problems. Whatever it was, he decided to move on. So he decided to take a break from the NFL, or the NFL decided to take a break from him. I don't know, but he did end up joining the United States Football League shortly after and signed with the Birmingham Stallions that year. It's 2022 at this point. He's had a lot of ups and downs, and he is trying to make a big break. Maybe if he does well here, he can have another shot at the NFL. Unfortunately, the Stallions in Birmingham did not work out once again, and in 2024, Moss signed with the Hamilton Tiger Cats of the Canadian Football League. Fun fact, this is where Tua Tagovailoa's brother, Talia, also signed as a quarterback, but that's a whole nother video. Things didn't work out for Thaddeus Moss once again, and on May 10th of 2024, he was cut in the first round of training camps. As we fast forward to present day, I looked at his Instagram and he currently doesn't have any posts. I'm not sure why. I guess he's just trying to take a break from being on social media. Good for him, honestly. And this was just after getting cut from the Hamilton Tigers. So he officially decided to part ways from football and announced his retirement this year. There's obviously more to life than just football, and I think Thaddeus knows this. That's something that I had to learn really quickly as well when I was playing college football. If you're rooting for Thaddeus Moss and you want him to see him make a comeback, comment down below what steps you think he should take and if there are any other players that you think I should cover. Thaddeus Moss, wish you the best of luck. I hope that you're successful in whatever endeavor you decide to choose. That is the end of this video, guys, and I'll see you next time.